His own father called him a monster every single day of his childhood. And did he really become the most dangerous human being on the planet? The world knows Elon Musk as the richest man alive, the genius behind Tesla, the rocket man who wants to put humans on Mars. But here's something the headlines have been very, very careful not to tell you. Behind Elon Musk's story, there are secrets so buried, so deliberately hidden, that even the people closest to him have refused to speak about them on record. What if the man the world worships was never who he claimed to be? What if the childhood that shaped him was so traumatic, so violent, so cold, that it explains every single controversial thing he has done as an adult? And then there is this one burning secret that will shock everyone to their core. The one question Elon Musk has never fully revealed. The one that involves a woman you've probably never heard of, a courthouse in Austin, Texas, and a set of legal documents that were supposed to stay buried forever. By the end of this video, you will know her name, you will know what those documents said, and you will never look at Elon Musk the same way again. Every great story has two characters, a hero and a shadow. The world was handed a hero in Elon Musk, a scrappy kid from South Africa who taught himself to code by age 12, came to North America with almost nothing, and built Tesla and SpaceX from the ground up. That's the protagonist, and honestly, parts of that story are remarkable. But there is another character in this story, quieter, more calculating, one that appears in SEC filings, in court records, in the sworn testimonies of people who worked 18-hour days for him and were fired by automated email before sunrise. That character, the antagonist, is also Elon Musk. And for the next few minutes, we are going to introduce you to him, one dark secret at a time. It started in a house in Pretoria, South Africa, with a father named Elon Musk. Elon Musk, Elon's father, has been described by people close to the family as domineering, cold, and psychologically brutal. But it was Elon himself who, in a rare moment of raw public honesty, said something that stopped the world cold. He called his father a terrible human being. Not difficult, not complicated, terrible. Think about what it takes for one of the most successful people in human history, a man who has faced bankruptcy, exploding rockets, and global ridicule, to say that word, on camera with tears streaming down his face. But it gets darker and deeply uncomfortable. Elon Musk fathered a child with his own stepdaughter, a woman named Jana Bezuidenhout, whom he had raised since she was 4 years old. In the landmark 2017 Rolling Stone interview, tears ran down Elon's face as he told the reporter, "My dad will have a carefully thought-out plan of evil. He will plan evil. Almost every crime you can possibly think of, he has done." In 2018, Elon Musk himself confirmed the child he fathered with his stepdaughter to The Sun UK. In 1998, Elon also admitted to shooting and killing 3 men at his home, later claiming self-defense. This is the family. This is the foundation. This is the mold from which the world's most powerful man was cast. Ask yourself, how does a child walk away from that unchanged? Before Elon Musk was powerful, he was a prey. At Bryanston High School in Johannesburg, Elon was not the cool kid. He was the quiet, bookish, socially awkward boy who read encyclopedias for fun, and they made him pay for it. A group of boys threw him down a flight of concrete stairs. Then, while he was already on the ground, they beat him. He was beaten so severely that when his own father saw him, he did not recognize his son's face. Elon Musk was hospitalized for 2 weeks. He was a child. Ashley Vance's 2015 biography of Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future, and Walter Isaacson's 2023 biography, Elon Musk, highlighted the implications of this incident on Elon Musk's life. Elon Musk personally confirmed the severity of the attack to the publisher BizNews. Isaacson's book quotes Musk saying, "I realized by then that if someone bullied me, I could punch them very hard in the nose, and then they wouldn't bully me again." After all this, you have to ask yourself, When a man builds the biggest rockets in human history, buys the most powerful social media platform on Earth, and refuses to stop, refuses to rest, refuses to just sit still for one single moment, what is he really running from? That answer is coming, but first, there is so much more you don't know. Speaking of things Elon Musk has worked very hard to keep hidden, we promised you a woman, a courthouse in Austin, Texas, legal documents that were almost sealed from public view forever. We are getting there. But first, we need to talk about the time Elon crossed every line. In December 2023, the Wall Street Journal published one of the most explosive investigative pieces about a sitting tech CEO in modern history. The story, in essence, the man holding billions of dollars in classified US Department of Defense contracts has a habit, a very dangerous one. Multiple investigation and dozens of witnesses interviews reported that Musk regularly used illegal substances, including LSD, cocaine, MDMA, psychedelic mushrooms, and ketamine, some allegedly consumed at private parties on his own properties. SpaceX board members were reportedly so alarmed by his erratic behavior that they considered staging an intervention. Musk's public response acknowledged ketamine as a legal prescription for depression. He did not address the other substances. Consider the full weight of that. A man with access to classified defense technology. A man whose company controls the satellite internet that soldiers use on active battlefields. This isn't just a CEO making personal choices. This is a national security question disguised as a billionaire's weekend. If the drugs don't stop you cold, this will. Elon Musk controls Starlink, the satellite internet constellation that has, in the words of Ukrainian military commanders, literally meant the difference between life and death on the battlefield. And according to a bombshell 2024 report, he has been privately talking to the man on the other side of that war. The Wall Street Journal reported in February 2024, citing multiple sources familiar with the communications, that Musk had been in regular personal contact with Russian President Vladimir Putin since at least 2022, discussing geopolitics, business and personal matters. The report describes at least one instance where Putin personally asked Musk not to activate Starlink coverage over Crimea during a Ukrainian military operation. An unelected tech billionaire privately communicating with a global adversary while controlling the battlefield communications of the nation fighting that adversary. How did we get here? That is a question historians will be wrestling with for a very long time. Did you know that Elon Musk's own child went to court to permanently erase him from her life? In April 2022, at the age of 18, Vivian Jenna Wilson, formerly Xavier Alexander Musk, filed a legal petition in the Los Angeles County Superior Court to permanently change her name and drop all association with her biological father. The petition states, "I no longer live with or wish to be related to my biological father in any way, shape or form." A judge approved the petition in June 2022. In a July 2024 NBC News interview, Vivian described Musk as cold, quick to anger, uncaring, and narcissistic as a father, and stated he harassed her for displaying femininity and queerness. What happened inside the family that leads a child to that decision? Every single one of these secrets points to the same question, the one we promised you at the very beginning of this video. Not what has Elon Musk built, but who is this man underneath all of it? And there is one more secret before that. One that reframes every single thing you've heard today. Not just outside, Elon has created conflicts in his own life as well. On the night of his wedding reception, as Justine Wilson danced with the man she had just married, Elon leaned in and said, "I am the alpha in this relationship." On their wedding day, in September 2010, Justine Musk published a first-person essay in Marie Claire magazine, titled, "I Was a Starter Wife." Inside America's messiest divorce, she wrote that Elon repeatedly told her, "If you were my employee, I would fire you." When their firstborn son, Nevada, died of sudden infant death syndrome at just 10 weeks old, Justine wrote that Elon shut down emotionally, no grief, no processing, and she cried alone. He didn't just run companies like an empire, he ran his home the same way. And now, after all these shocks, we are here. This is the answer we all were waiting to get. The question Elon Musk has never fully explained, the secret that, once you see it, reframes every single thing on this list. Her name is Shivon Zilis. She is a Yale-educated, extraordinarily accomplished executive. She runs a division of Neuralink, one of Elon's own companies, and in November 2021, she gave birth to twins fathered by Elon Musk. Almost nobody knew. Business Insider * broke this story in July 2022, citing court documents filed in Austin, Texas in April 2022, documents in which Elon Musk had petitioned a Texas judge to legally add the Musk surname to the twins' names. The records were confirmed by multiple legal sources. There was no press release, no Instagram post, no acknowledgement, not even to Grimes, the mother of his other young children, until after the documents surfaced. By 2023, it was further reported that Shivon had given birth to a third child with Musk. Grimes, upon discovering this, posted publicly, "Tell Elon to let me see my son," and filed a formal custody lawsuit in a California court in September 2023, while dating Grimes, while presenting one version of his private life to the entire world. He had a parallel family in the same city with a senior executive at his own company, a woman who worked for him, a woman whose career was in his hands. What does it mean when the most powerful man on earth, a man who controls your salary, your livelihood, your company, your career trajectory, is also the secret father of your children? Tell me, who is really safe? Who can believe such a person? Who can put the future of our country in such hands? Now, there are two versions of this story. In the first version, Elon Musk is simply a deeply complicated man. In the second version, supported by the SEC filings, the court records, the WSJ exposés, and the silenced executives and the daughter who legally erased his name, the genius is the armor. And underneath that armor dot is the boy at the bottom of that staircase, still waiting for someone to come and help him up. But without any doubt, he is a man of iron will, a force of sheer determination and dedication, a vision so large and the willpower to acquire it as well. However, even after all this success, Elon Musk has never answered the simplest question of all. Are you okay? Not what is your next invention, not how will you change the world, just are you okay? And maybe that silence is the darkest secret of all. Drop a comment below. Which secret shocked you the most? And subscribe, because next week we go even deeper into someone whose secrets make today's list look like a warm-up. You do not want to miss it.